Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I attended the Microsoft Business Application Virtual Event launch. So Microsoft has this you could use this URL. I will paste this URL in my YouTube channel, and then you guys can go into this link and log in to watch the whole video. Okay. So after I attended this virtual launch event, so there's so many changes since the Microsoft Business Application Wave 2 release. So Wave 2 means like the October 1st release. So today is October the 10th. Okay, so I can see from this business application event, there are so many changes happened to the Dynamic 365 products and the Power Platform products. And so I would like to explain how the new structure, the Dynamic 365 product structure look like and the pricing for the Dynamic 365 products. So then it can assist you to make your decision when it comes to a point like you have to decide what business applications you need to implement or use. So we start with this Dynamic 365 pricing. So if you go to this page, dynamics.microsoft.com, then this pricing page, then you can see the new structure for the Dynamic 365 products. So previously, before the release, Wave 2, before this Wave 2 release, before October the 1st, 2019 this year, and Microsoft structured the Dynamic 365 products like, so we have the customer engagement plan, which include Dynamic 365 for sales and Dynamic 365 for customer service, for field service, and also the project service automation. And also it including the marketing components. If you have more than 10, if you purchase more than 10 users subscription for these Dynamic 365 products, then you can get the Dynamic 365 for marketing for free. So that's the customer engagement plan. That's before the October 1st release this year. And then you have the Business Central, Dynamic 365 Business Central. That's the the previous version of Business Central is called the Dynamic 365 Finance and Operations Business Edition. So that was the Dynamics Nav on the cloud. That was the previous Dynamics Nav on the cloud. And also we have the previous version of Dynamics EX on-premise on the cloud, which is called the Dynamic 365 Finance and Operations Enterprise Edition before. And then it was rebranded just to Dynamic 365 Finance and Operations before the October 1st release this year. So because Nav's cloud version is called Business Central, and then the EX version was called cloud version was called Dynamic 365 Finance and Operations. But since the Wave 2 release, you could see Microsoft reorganize these products a lot. So I'll explain how they or what they are. So you can see it just branded all the Dynamic 365 products by different areas like marketing, sales, customer service, field service, and finance, operations, retail, and talent. Let's start from the marketing. So for the marketing, and you will have 3 apps in it. So you have the marketing app, customer insights app, and the Forms Pro. So these 2 products, customer insights. So customer insights and the sales insights previously was in the Dynamic 365 customer engagement plan, was in that, and it was free with those. And it just it's kind of like a dashboard. Then you can see how you can analyze your customer data and sales data within the Dynamic 365 customer engagement plan. And because Microsoft has put so much effort on the customer insights, and they put the AI ability, artificial intelligence, and they do the analysis of the customer data connected to the Azure machine learning center to do the analysis with the AI functionality involved in this, and it becomes more powerful. So the customer insights becomes more powerful to analyze your customer data, and so that's why it's setting it put it as an individual app instead of just put it as a dashboard for the Dynamics 365 customer engagement plan. So this Forms Pro is a new product. So this product is together with the marketing. So previously for Dynamics 365 for marketing, you have the capability, you can send a survey to your as an email campaign. You can create your customer journey and create the path, like you can send out a survey and find out how many of the surveys you send to the customer, they're open, the customer click on it, they replied on it. So you can have all those, statistics. And with this Forms Pro, it helps you, so you can, even you are not technical, it also have the it also have the AI components involved in this. So let's see, do I have this open? So, oh no, I do not. That's open, just open. Okay, so if we open the Forms Pro, then you can see an introduction of what this product can do. So it helps you to create and send and analyze your surveys and collect the feedback from your customers and help you to make informed decisions. So it can help you, even that you are not professional to create the surveys, you are not technical on developing these customized surveys. Then it provides you like through the AI assisted suggested questions, then it helps you to develop the surveys. So it has the AI components in it. And also it integrate your data with your business application by analyzing the response rates, and so it will integrate the results of your survey to your business applications of Office 365 and Dynamics 365. And then it will do the dashboard analysis, provide you the analysis of your survey, so to help you make your decision. So it will provide the insight of your survey data and help you to make informed decision. So this is what the Forms Pro does. Okay, yeah. So this is a new product, and so it's kind of a previous feature for marketing, Dynamics 365 for marketing, and now it's still in the marketing. It's still in the marketing app. And so this Dynamics 365 for marketing, this app can help you to create like a web portal for like a special event from the app itself. Then you can launch the event, then your recipients of that event invitation email, those recipients can go into that web portal to attend your event on the web portal, like a webinar or some product introduction, those kind of marketing campaigns from the web portal. Yeah, so this is what marketing apps can do. And so this sales apps, so it includes the sales, customer insights, and relationship sales. So this was in the for sales app before, solution, relationship sales solution, sales insight. Sales Insight was in the sales app before, and this Forms Pro. So this is for you to doing the survey and analyze your survey result. So this is the same as the marketing. So there's not much change on the sales apps. And the customer service, you have the customer service, customer insights, customer service insight, customer insights, and Forms Pro. So there's not much change. So both the sales and the customer service, it just added this part, the Forms Pro. This is a new component. And for the field service, it has the field service, customer insights, remote assist. So this is the the virtual reality. So you have to use the HoloLens. And like if you need to provide remote assistance to a customer, and you as an expert, you are not on site, you can have somebody on site, then they put on the HoloLens, and so you can see what they see, and then you can help them to troubleshoot the issue. So this is using the virtual reality and the HoloLens for this remote assist. And this guides. So guides is not, let's go to the field service. So this guide is also a new product. Let's see what this guides can do. So learn by doing, help employees learn new skills faster with Dynamic 365 guides on HoloLens devices. So the guides is also virtual reality. So it's similar to the remote assistance. Then your employees wear the HoloLens, and you can help them enhance the learning and standardize their process by the step-by-step instructions. So they wear the HoloLens, then you provide the instructions from the screen, and then they follow your instructions to perform the actions on the machine or equipment. So this is also similar than the remote assistance, but Microsoft just put it on as a different products. So these two, remote assistant guys, they both use the virtual reality and need the HoloLens. So one is for you as an expert, you can provide remote assistance, and this is for like you as an instructor, you can provide the training or guidance to your employees and colleagues. Okay, so they are kind of the same thing, but it just separated and put in the field service. So they're pretty much the same, these two. So also this field service has this Forms Pro product. So this is the photo survey as well. So you could see this Forms Pro is everywhere in the previous Dynamic 365 customer engagement plan component. So sales, customer service, field service, marketing, those are the customer engagement plan modules previously. And finance and operations. So these are the ERP, the version of the ERP on the cloud, right? So finance, then you have the finance. So this is for the AX cloud version. And Business Central is Dynamics Nav cloud version. So you see Business Central is under finance and operations. So that means for both, you have finance and operations, you have to use Business Central. And Microsoft separated AX cloud version. It was previously called finance and operations, right? And Microsoft separated since this Wave 2 release. So it's separated to Dynamic 365 Finance, and then another module, another part is the supply chain management. So these two are from the AX. Finance and the supply chain management is for AX. And product service automation, this was in the customer engagement plan before the Wave 2 release. And the layout. So this layout also is using the virtual reality and the HoloLens. It just helps you to design design the space or you can design the equipment and design your products. So you just can design all those layouts through the virtual reality by wearing the HoloLens. Then you can see how to design them properly. Yeah. Okay, so this retail. So I think this web page didn't get updated yet because for the retail, for the Wave 2 release, Microsoft is gonna, the Dynamic 365 for retail was the AX cloud version for the retail module. So this is AX, but because there's a very high demand for e-commerce, and Microsoft is evolving this retail to two different products. So I think I opened this here. So it's not gonna called retail anymore, but it just didn't update this pricing page. It will be called Dynamic 365 Commerce. So the retail, Dynamic 365 retail will become Dynamic 365 Commerce. And also it will offer the comprehensive omni-channel e-commerce solution across the e-commerce, in-store, and call center. So it is kind of a unified solution of your omni-channel, and it offers more for e-commerce, in-store experience, and call center to help with the customers. So you could see you can design a web front to sell your products. This is an e-commerce solution. You can design it right away from that application. And then you can analyze the data. You can analyze like the no matter the customers is the data like purchase the products in the store or purchase the product on the e-commerce site, that data will go into your app. Then your analytics in the app, embedded in the app, will analyze the customer data, will combine that data. So that's for a better shopping experience of your customer. So there's a very big franchising chain from UK, which is called Marks and Spencer. They are currently using the solution right now, the Dynamic 365 for retail, which is called Dynamic 365 Commerce. They are using this solution right now. Okay, so that's for the retail. And the fraud protection. So this fraud protection is for your e-commerce, because for the e-commerce like 55 fraud protection app is to help your customer, is to help protect your e-commerce business and your customers against fraud, to help drive down costs, achieve higher revenue, and improve your customers' shopping experience. So that's the mission and the vision of the Dynamic 365 fraud protection app. But how does it do it? So you can see if you see this interface of the fraud protection, you can see it will do some virtual fraud analysis, and you can see the risk score. And you have this next dashboard. You can see the expected fraud catch rate, and so it has the AI component to help you to do all these fraud analysis. Then based on those analysis, then you can see then you have this real-time like monitor, kind of real-time monitor. Then you can see the merchant ID, purchase ID, and the amount. So this is kind of real-time analysis. Then you can capture those suspected transactions for the fraud, and track the support cases from the customer and do the risk analysis. And you could see there's a transaction history for each risk support case. Yeah, so that's basically what the fraud protection does. It also have the AI technology involved in this. And so next, what I would like to, so we have this fraud protection and the customer insights. We talked about that, and the talent. So there's not much change has been involved in this talent, and they still have this talent app. And for the guys, we talk about this. The guys is like use the virtual reality and also the HoloLens to provide the trainings to the employees. And this Forms Pro is for the survey, to do the surveys. Maybe you can create surveys and send it to your employees to get some response. Yeah. So that's the next. Let's take a look of the pricing for each area of this application. So for each application, marketing, sales, customer, price, we have a pricing under this. So for the marketing, then you have these three components, and so you could see price for organizations without any other Dynamic 365 app. So this is like you didn't purchase any other apps. You only purchased this marketing. You didn't purchase any other apps. And then you will get this. So for the marketing itself, then you will get this price. It's $1,920 per tenant per month. And if you have any other apps, then you can see there's an explanation here. Then we go to that explanation and click on this. Then you can see that 1 means like 10 users minimum of qualifying Dynamics 365 apps. So which means you need to purchase, for example, you purchase the 10 users for other apps, like for sales, Dynamics 365 for sales. You already purchased the other apps, then you have minimum of 10 users per month. Subscription is 10 users per month. Then this price will drop to $960 per tenant. This is per tenant. Tenant means like this URL is like a tenant on the cloud. So it's not by user, it's by the tenant. And the customer insights is $1,920 per tenant. And if you purchase this whole app and you purchase some other apps, then this is a customer insights is free. You can see there's no pricing for it. And this Forms Pro is $128, and it's only for 2,000 survey responses. So like if you get more than 2,000 survey responses, then it will be over this price. Let's click on 4 to see. Okay, so when purchased as a standalone application or additional capacity, sales price 20 users customer capacity. So if you purchase it alone, then it's $128. $128, and it's not subscription, it's just a one-time fee. And to be honest, this pricing structure is very confusing. And so let's take a look at the sales. For the sales application, all the sales application, then if you purchase other apps, so that's the price for users first Dynamics 365 app. So this is per user per month, right? And this customer insights is by tenant per month. And price for users subsequent qualifying Dynamics 365 app is much less. So which means you purchase other D365 apps, then after you get this app, the first sales professional, then you purchase an additional user, then it will be less. So this is more complicated for partner. This pricing structure is more complicated for a partner to calculate the pricing, to be honest, because we have to know we have to calculate if you purchase other Dynamic 365 apps. We have to be very careful. Like we have to calculate, we have to plan your the apps you purchase very carefully to see. It's better that Microsoft can provide like a price calculator, then it will be easier for partner to know the price. Then we have to say like you want to purchase one sales professional, then we have to think if you purchase. So which means if you want to purchase a sales professional license, like for the first user it's $83.20 per user per month. If you purchase, for example, if you purchase the Business Central, Dynamics 365 Business Central, then that will qualify you for the other so price for user subsequent qualifying Dynamics 365 app. So which means you have the qualifying Dynamics 365 apps, then the subsequent users after the first user will be $25.60 for you. So that's much more cheaper. So it's correlated. Like if you purchase other apps, then the subsequent will be cheaper for you. Yeah, so for the sales, then you have sales professional, you have sales enterprise. So enterprise is the same thing. For the first user is more expensive, but if you purchase the other Dynamics 365 qualifying apps, then the following users you purchase will be much cheaper. So this relationship sales solution was included in the customer engagement plan. So actually now it's more expensive. So it is $145.09 per user per month now, but it was included in the customer engagement sales plan, customer engagement plan before, and it's much cheaper. So what this does is it will just analyze your customers' relationship with the people you know from different social medias like LinkedIn, Facebook. So all those social medias, and it will analyze if you have a relationship, like if you know a friend who may know this customer. So it's kind of, then you can establish a relationship with the customer, warmer relationship with the customer. So then those kind of relationship analysis. So now it's packaged as a solution, and it's it's $145.09 per user per month. This is kind of expensive. For the sales insight, this was in the customer engagement plan, but now it's $64 per user per month. Customer service professional, customer service enterprise. So this is also, the first user is more expensive. Depends on if you have purchased any other Dynamics 365 apps. The subsequent users are much cheaper. Customer service insight. This was included in the customer engagement plan, but now it only by itself is $96 per user per month. It's expensive. Customer insights. Forms Pro, field service. So I don't want to go through so I don't want to go through this field service. So these only for like very large organizations or businesses, I think they can afford these. So for small and medium-sized businesses, I don't think it's affordable to them. So let's talk about the finance and operations. So for the finance, so this was the AX cloud version, and it is $230.40. It's also more expensive now. So previously, these two, finance and operations, is around the same price. So Business Central Essentials, this price didn't change. So it seems like pricing wise, then Business Central is more affordable. So so I think small and medium-sized businesses will focusing more on the Business Central. So it's still the same price. This never changed. Essentials and premium, $89.60. So premiums $128. This never changed. And operations, it's been separated. Supply chain management has been separated from finance, and so only one pricing. So previously, like the whole thing was around $230, and now it's separated. Each of them is $230, so it becomes more expensive now. And project service automation. So this was in the customer engagement plan, and now only itself is $121.60. And there's no package you can purchase all those together now. You have to purchase them separately. So the layout, so the Business Central for the retail. So now it will be called commerce, and it's called connected stores, commerce and connected stores. So the for small and medium-sized businesses. So this talent module for businesses to onboard their employees. So this price is affordable, but most of the small and medium-sized business, they will not use it like a separate, purchase it separately just to onboard their employees. So I think this will also for large organization. Okay, so as an overview of all the pricing, I think Microsoft has separated, does not have any package for selling them all together anymore. So previously, if you buy Dynamics 365 for sales, for customer service, field service, for project service automation, and for marketing, those are packaged together as a customer engagement plan. It was only around 130 to $140 per month for the whole package. But now they're only selling by its separate application. Each will be around $120, $120. So there's no package anymore. So it's kind of more expensive than before. Yeah, so that's my whole impression on the restructured apps. For the partners, I think it will be more difficult for partners to sell those, because for the customers, to small and medium-sized businesses, because for those businesses, the price is still the first criteria for them to pick a system. And only for the Business Central, I think it will be a good choice for them, because Business Central itself include the CRM components. So I will recommend small and medium-sized businesses to still start with the Business Central. If like when the business grows, then they can think of other modules. Yeah, but as a whole solution, I think it's Microsoft is putting a lot of efforts on developing all these apps and have the AI technology embedded in those applications. And so for the long run, for a business that as a whole business system solution package, it's a great solution. But just the affordability for small and medium-sized business, I think pricing wise, the Business Central is still their first choice. Okay, thank you so much for joining the session. I hope to see you guys again next time.